Okay, and this is probably the most anticipated question, which we got a lot of people asking this. Okay, when will the Badlion client be getting its, open beta release? Yo, what is going on, guys? It's SuchSpeed here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So today I'm actually joined here by the owner of Badlion, MasterGberry. What's up?
Hey dude, nice to be here.
It's good, it's good. Pretty much me and Adam here had the idea to do this interview a little while ago, actually before, but we were both got like super busy. I went to America and I guess we just kind of waited until a good opportunity until we were both together and able to do it. So it's definitely long awaited, but we're going to be answering a few questions that I put out a tweet a few days ago for questions for Adam that I would be asking him, and I guess we just chose the most popular ones. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this and respect Adam for coming out here, obviously trying to speak for what's going to be happening and just answer some of your questions regarding the Badlion client and Badlion Open as well. So yeah, you ready, dude?
Yeah, let's go for it.
And they're kind of on the spot as well. I've haven't really told him any of the questions, so we're just going to go straight from the top. So this is the first question: why is there little to no attention going into arena PvP and UHC anymore, and why is Badlion giving all of their attention to Badlion client?
So arena PvP and UHC definitely have not been forgotten, and actually, to my understanding, Mystazel and Mentally recently have put a bunch of updates out for arena and UHC both. So they've definitely both been getting a lot of work recently. And at the moment, we're kind of just gathering community feedback that we've been seeing on the forums and trying to figure out, what direction we want to take arena PvP and UHC going forward. We can't keep things the same forever. It gets boring then if not every change people are going to like either. So it's just about trying to find, the choices that we think are going to be the best for arena and UHC going forward. We want to make as many people happy and, as few people upset as possible. That being said, we have spent a lot of our efforts recently on the Badlion client just because we feel it's something, that's got an opportunity to help the entire Minecraft community as a whole. And to be perfectly honest, we're a little bit behind where we wanted to be on with it. We were kind of hoping to already be an open beta at this point. So, we're really just trying to focus on cleaning up the things that we want to do so that we can, get it out so everybody can start using it. And then we'll be splitting probably our time back up between Badlion Open or Badlion Network and Badlion Client a little bit better going forward.
Okay, thank you. I just want to quickly say I'm going to be serving as like literally a neutral position in all of these questions. I'm not going to obviously include my own opinion because these are directed towards Adam. These are all taken from Twitter, from the most popular. So if you do have a question in this that you probably asked, most likely in this, so I'd watch until the end, guys. So the second question is, do you think Minecraft will ever become an esport? And if yes, when do you think this would be? And if not, do you see any future in the competitive Minecraft scene?
This is a difficult question. Personally, I think that Minecraft as an esport still could work to some degree. I don't think it's going to be as big as we were hoping it was going to be as a community at this point. Microsoft and Mojang are focusing a lot on their Pocket Edition, and obviously our audience is, PC player based. And to be honest, there's a lot of up in the air right now with what's going on with 1.13. They're supposedly changing PvP again in the next update. Don't really know what's going on with it. So I think, at a grassroots level, Minecraft has still a lot of potential to do some cool stuff in terms of, little esport competitions, leagues, tournaments, and things like this. But in terms of, crazy stadium events or something of the sort, I just don't think it's going to be happening too quickly. I could be wrong. Something could change very quickly. A lot of the focus of Badlion Premium was trying to drive it towards that kind of an esport product with stadium events and really big cash prizes and stuff. But it just didn't end up coming through the way we wanted it to. So I'm really up in the air on this one. I don't really swing one way or the other. It could happen. It could not happen. I think that Microsoft and Mojang have kind of publicly said that they're interested in looking at esports more on a Pocket Edition kind of platform. Their new quote-unquote Minecraft version, not Java edition. So every which way at the moment, in my opinion.
All right, and the third question. So does Badlion plan to market Badlion Client 2.0 and the server itself to people outside of the competitive community, such as casual survival players? And if so, how would they go about doing this?
So my idea of what Badlion Client 2 is supposed to be is it's supposed to literally be what Minecraft should be to the community. It should be, the perfect Minecraft launcher with as many possible features built in to, cater to as many possible player groups as possible, such as competitive, casual players, survival players, and so on and so forth. There's really no limitation to what the Badlion client shouldn't be. It should be a client that, everybody wants to use. And when you're going to play Minecraft on a PC, it's like, okay, do I go download the Mojang default Minecraft or do I go download the Badlion client? And the answer is obviously you want to go download the Badlion client because it just comes with every possible thing you could ever want directly included inside of it.
Next question. So this is kind of going to apply to everyone that's IP banned or whatever. So I'm going to word this so if a player is IP banned, can they still access Badlion Client 2.0? If they do, can they play Badlion with it?
So currently, IP bans don't have an effect on the Badlion Client 2.0. Yes, if you're IP banned, you can use Badlion Client 2.0 if you get closed beta access or you're waiting for open beta. Both work. In terms of the being able to play on Badlion Network with the Badlion Client while you're IP banned, this is not going to be released until the full release of Badlion Client. So even when open beta comes out, if you're IP banned, you're still IP banned. That's not going to work. You can then have to wait for the Badlion Client full release, which will be a little bit after open beta is out for everybody, and then you'll be able to play on Badlion even if you're IP banned or regular banned or whatnot, using only the Badlion Client.
And what features are you looking to add to the Badlion Client to expand the client?
Oh God,
yeah,
this is a terrible
you can just
question.
add,
There's too many things we're looking to do. The big one that I mentioned in our last announcement post, we are looking to add back a chat system that we've kind of been working on in the background for a while. We're looking to add in the friends system. There's that friends window that kind of works with the Badlion Client. It's really laggy at the moment. We have to go back and fix that still, but that's being worked on. We're also working on the high request features such as a motion blur mod, 1.7 block hitting. I don't have the announcement post unfortunately in front of me right now, so yeah. If you guys want some more information on that, just keep up with the forums, look at the pinned thread in the suggestion forums. We're supposed to be constantly updating that. I will do that after our interview concludes here.
Yeah, honestly, guys, I would say I'm trying to promote the forum a little bit here because a lot of the questions we were getting on Twitter, a lot of them are already answered on the forums view, but I know a lot of you guys probably still have them, so I'm going to obviously put a few of them in here. So the next question is, okay, so this is interesting. I think you should run Badlion TeamSpeak again. It's a way better way to get support by staff, and if you want to team up with someone on UHC, for example.
I personally never was a huge fan of TeamSpeak. Back in the day when Badlion was really young, we actually had a Mumble server, which most people probably don't even know. And we later moved towards TeamSpeak because it was the most popular voice system. And then we, saw a lot of potential in Discord, and we decided to move towards Discord and shut down our TeamSpeak server. And, I don't really regret the decision. Discord really has covered our staffing needs and our, just general usage needs pretty well. TeamSpeak and Skype were the old combination for the Badlion staff and, players overall, and now Discord kind of does everything. It's got that voice and chat communication built into one. So, I mean, personally, huge Discord fan. You're not going to see me shit talking. It's come a long way since we started using it a couple years ago. But I don't think we're going to be bringing back a TeamSpeak server anytime soon. I know there's a lot of other TeamSpeak servers out there that the people can just hop on and use and whatnot.
Okay, so next question. What are your plans with the work you did on Badlion Premium, and do you have any plans to return it to the Badlion Client 2.0?
So some of the Badlion Premium code has already been integrated into the Badlion Client too. So, a lot of the mods and stuff have been reworked and cleaned up and whatnot. But in terms of, probably some of the questions more directed towards, probably that 128 TPS gameplay and stuff like that. And to be perfectly honest, at the moment, we don't have any immediate plans to be using that stuff. There's a lot of experimental stuff we did last year, and a lot of it was buggy and glitchy, as the community saw, and we saw too when we were pushing it out to more people besides internal testing. And I honestly just don't have a good answer for this one because I just don't know what we're going to do with all that legacy code that we built that we're not using at the moment. There's a possibility we might want to bring it back and try to push it into, Badlion Network and maybe some other partner servers. And there's a possibility it's not going to see the light of day again. So I honestly just don't have a straight answer on this one. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Okay, and this is probably the most anticipated question, which we got a lot of people asking this. Okay, when will the Badlion client be getting its, open beta release?
Biggest question I see every single day I'm on the internet. So I don't want to give an exact date still because exact dates mean people get upset when those dates aren't released. Fun fact, I was just reading up on Reddit earlier and I saw that Dark Souls Remastered was delayed on the Nintendo Switch, which I personally was looking forward to playing. So, once again, there's an example of me getting upset because the date was given and the developer could not hold to it. So this is why we don't really do, dates anymore for when things are going to come out. It leads to rushed and bad products, and we just don't want to do that. We did that a lot in the past, and pretty much every Arena PvP season was pretty much that, and a lot of chaos and stress and whatnot. So I will say that we are really close to open beta, guys, really, really close. And I am trying as hard as possible to get us from a closed beta to an open beta. There's just a few internal tickets we have of some things that we need to finish off before we want to push it to open beta. There's some bug fixes we want to push out and verify are working before we go to open beta. I'm already getting way too many bug reports just from the closed beta, and I don't want to overload the developers or myself with bug reports of the exact same thing 50 times. Rather work out all the kinks that we currently have before we open it up to the rest of the world to then just get 50 times the number of same bugs reported. Just doesn't make sense for us. Doesn't help us to fix anything. It just adds a lot of stress and honestly takes away time from us working on things because we're too busy dealing with bug reports and responding and trying to help people versus, just going and fixing the problems and, adding new features. So long but short answer is no official date still. We're really working hard to get it out as soon as possible, guys, and that's really what our focus is at the moment.
All right, and the next question is, do you plan on adding more Hypixel related, I guess 1.8 friendly mods to the Badlion client?
I think that we're looking, like I said in one of the earlier questions, to make sure that the Badlion client adapts to as many communities or groups of people as possible. So yeah, totally possible for us to go and add more Hypixel specific mods or GOM HD specific mods, or mods that we think are going to help larger communities out. And we're also giving access to some of the features in the Badlion client, such as the new notification system to back servers, so they can actually go use that API and make a notification pop up in your Minecraft window and say, hey, you're queued up for something. Instead of sending it to you in chat, they could use the little notification system in the bottom right corner, for instance. So we are looking to add more mods and more features that servers can use and that we can automatically adapt to servers as well.
And another question is, will the Badlion client be required to play on Badlion when it is fully released?
This is something we've talked about internally. Honestly, we don't have a specific answer at the moment. I think what we're leaning towards doing is, offering those back-specific game modes, like, the back UHCs and, let's say, back queues on the arena PvP and whatnot. But I don't think we're ever going to force Badlion client completely across. Like I said, we talked about it, but I just don't think it would make sense to, shut off some of the community that can't use the Badlion client. Like, we do understand there are people out there who have Macs, they can't use Boot Camp, or there are some people on Linux who, for some reason, don't have a dual install with Windows and just don't want to. And, we would be cutting those players out of our community if we ended up going back only. And it's just unfortunate we don't have a Mac version of back at this point, and it's just not something super easy for us to do. So I just don't think we're going to end up doing something like that at the moment. But we would definitely want to, integrate back more into Badlion Network as it's, closer towards a full release.
That's all the questions I personally have, or well, the ones that I selected from all of you guys, pretty much, they were the most popular ones. So yeah, I'm just thankful that you came on and did the interview here. I think it was definitely highly anticipated. A lot of people have these questions, and honestly, I even get them on my videos, like in the comment section below. I get people tweeting at me. I know Badlion get people tweeting at them. A lot of these questions quite popular, and yeah, they definitely needed answering. So thank you very much for Adam coming on today. Obviously he didn't have to do it. He went out of his way, so I just want to say a big thank you. Hope you guys still enjoy, playing on Badlion, and hopefully if you do want to download the client, you right now have to pay for it, but it will be, obviously open soon. And Badlion trying to push right now, the client. I mean, that's what it seems like, at least. So good things to come, I suppose. Is there anything else you wanted to add on top of that?
Not particularly. Thanks for having me, dude. It was fun, and I'm hoping that people see this and that they can get some of their questions answered that maybe they're not reading the forums or whatnot.
Yeah, you guys, check the forum.
A lot of these questions, like we said, were kind of answered or already on the forums in places. But I know everybody likes to learn things in different ways. So happy to be here, dude.
Alright guys, and I just wanted to end that video off on a positive note. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the interview. I was supposed to do this a few weeks ago, but obviously I ran into a few problems with my computer and I've been away, which is why I haven't been uploading and stuff. So as you guys know, one thing I quickly wanted to add is, it's not related to this video at all, but I've actually been working on a new channel with one of my friends. Now this isn't really related to Minecraft at all, although it will have some gaming in it. I'll leave the link down below. I'm not going to explain too much about it yet, but pretty much I'm going to be voice acting on this channel, and it's up to you if you guys want to go check it out and see what content we're going to be putting up there. It's very different. It's not going to be really too much, as I said, Minecraft at all, so it's going to be very different. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video.